The Sandvich and the second banana are both secondaries for the heavy that can be used to heal him with a short taunt or can be thrown to a teammate to heal them. The difference between the two is healing amount and recharge time. The Sandvich can heal up to 300 HP by eating it. The second banana can heal 200 HP by eating it. Both of these taunts take 4.3 seconds, which while you are in the middle of a battle is a really long time. The second banana recharges in 11 seconds and the Sandvich in 30 seconds. This is a bit confusing because they both start to recharge immediately after the taunt begins. So the second banana recharges faster than it actually looks like it does on paper if you're using it personally. They can also both recharge instantly by picking up a health pack of any size while at full health. They can be thrown to a teammate to help heal them. The Sandvich is equivalent to a medium med pack, which heals 50% of the recipient's max health. The second banana heals the equivalent of a small med pack, or 20.5%. The item dropped on the ground can also heal a player if the heavy is killed while they're holding it. This is the same for both, 50 for every class except Scout and 75 for Scout. It would be beneficial if this number was lower, as enemies normally eat the food after killing the heavy who is in the process of eating it. Normally a teammate's not going to eat it. Now Big Joey, the big heavy main in the community, said both of these are useful, but that is not the case. His reasoning was that you could heal your team and yourself faster with the second banana. That's very true, but the second banana is actually a completely useless item. The heavy is not a healer. His job is to deal damage and soak damage, and the second banana provides less healing per second if the heavy only heals intermittently, such as if their medic is greatly damaged in battle and you gotta throw them a Sandvich. In the situations that Big Joey is describing, you shouldn't switch to the second banana in an effort to support yourself better in your solo efforts. You should completely swap classes to medic and help out your team. Medic can heal significantly more than a heavy can in any situation and build uber charge while doing so, which will be more helpful for pushes and defense than a heavy who is barely able to deal damage because he's too busy throwing bananas around. And in situations where healing is needed intermittently, the Sandvich completely outclasses the second banana, so it doesn't have a use case there, and therefore it lands itself in a completely useless spot. The idea that the second banana is a useful weapon comes from an idea that you're the only player on your team that matters, which I understand in casual can be fairly truthful. Let's just say that is the truth this time, and all 11 of your teammates in casual just installed the game, and this is their first match ever. In all my 4,000 hours played, I have never encountered this situation, so this would be very rare. But let's just say it happened anyways. First things first, we both already know you lost because there's no way both teams are filled to the brim with brand new players. So you are at best just looking to lose slower here. Heavy may be a good option here because you have to deal damage and your team won't be dealing much damage after all, and you have those healing options, which could be pretty important, especially if you're on a map with little to no med packs like Gravel Pit. Now, if this situation came about, the second banana could have a use to help you there. If heavy seems most optimal to kill the enemies, sure, I guess you could use it. Although most of the time in this situation, I would recommend you go engineer. You can heal yourself and your teammates with your dispenser if they figure out how to use the dispenser. Use your shotgun and sentry to kill enemies, and you can direct your team in the correct way using a teleporter. They're not going to be mostly running backwards after they see you use it once or another teammate use it once. Either way, you're still losing with or without the second banana, so was there any real difference? I don't think so. And then in competitive, both these items are hot garbage. A shotgun works significantly better. If you're going to play heavy, and heavy is terrible in normal 6v6 competitive by the way, so why even play him unless you're just doing it for a quick swap to defend for a second before you start attacking again. And if you're on Highlander, I recommend the family business. That way you can spam chip damage while moving, which will stop the enemy medic from getting crit heals on their target. It doesn't deal all that much damage. The whole point is just to stop crit heals. Even if you were forced to use a healing secondary, it would always be the Sandvich in this situation because the medic can take care of people's health just fine in competitive. They're normally pretty good. Plus you have an NG other than their own. If they get hurt a little bit, you might be able to help them out. So if they get bombed, but you manage to defend them and kill the attacker, you can heal them up real quick with a medium med pack equivalent. Not some small med pack that won't even give them enough health to survive one rocket without some serious self-healing time in between. And in the situation where your medic is dead, you usually have two options: retreat and regroup after the team respawns, or attack at full force immediately and try to either wipe out the enemy team or kill their medic. There just isn't enough time to eat a healing item in between. Now, maybe you could throw a teammate a healing item, but that's only going to help so much. And in that situation, once again, you'd want to use the Sandvich because it'll heal more than a small med pack would. So the Sandvich is better. That's all for now. Like the video and subscribe, or I will turn you into a banana.